So Samsung has officially unveiled their latest Galaxy devices. Right here is the Galaxy S26 and 26 Plus, and while the Ultra gets most of the attention, these are the phones that a lot of people will probably end up picking up, especially the base S26. So prices start at $899 for the S26 and $1099 for the S26 Plus. That's a $100 increase this year. Now, with the design and the build, they're really slim. S26 is 7.2 millimeters and the S26 Plus is 7.3 millimeters. Not as thin as the S25 Edge or something like the iPhone Air, but they're still fairly thin. And Samsung has decided to prioritize on having thinness and slimness this year. Now, both models feature Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, while the Ultra keeps the Corning Gorilla Glass armor, but it's still going to be durable. It's going to have solid durability without adding bulk. And yes, there's still no built-in magnets. The reason, well, they're staying slim, according to Samsung. They want to keep a slim profile. In the hand, the phone feels really comfortable, especially the standard Galaxy S26. It's got a slim profile, it's premium, and it's still lightweight. And I think if you use this as your daily device, you're not going to have any issues whatsoever. As for more in details of the displays, with the S26, it's a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus, ever so slightly larger, probably because of the slimmer bezels, than its predecessor. Its predecessor was 6.2, now we have 6.3. The S26 Plus is 6.7-inch QHD Plus, and both now support 10-bit color. That means smoother gradients, richer HDR, and better media playback. So for first impressions that I've kind of saw with my limited hands-on, they look vibrant, sharp, and premium. And the QHD panel on the Plus also looks great. As for performance, both do come standard with 12 gigs of RAM, so that's great to see. Obviously, we're not getting any like 8 gigs anymore. 12 gigs, I think it should be base standard, and I think that's more than enough. And I'm sure that performance on this, when you pick up your device, your S26 or 26 Plus, it's going to feel really smooth and responsive, as my limited time was. Especially navigating through One UI, it was great. Now, when we get to the cameras, hardware-wise, there isn't really any radical camera redesigns or like improvements, but there are improvements in like post-processing and like AI features. So we do get this improved selfie camera. So it's still a familiar resolution, like 12 megapixels, but it has enhanced with upgraded AI ISP. So it's better with facial detail and exposure balance. We also do get a new thing called Photo Assist, which is multimodal, by the way. So you can tell the phone what to do with your image. So you can expand, remove, enhance via text or voice, which is going to be great for me, at least. Making content is going to be so much greater. Like, rather than manually trying to erase something, I'll be able to do it just by voicing or with the text. It's going to be great. Now, there is an app called Creative Studio, so we're getting a kind of built-in sticker creation tool. So like greeting card templates, stickers, social ready design tools, things like that. And then we also do get audio eraser expansion to third-party apps like YouTube, Netflix, Instagram, and I'm sure more are on the way. And that's going to be a big deal for those in the content space. We do get Samsung DeX. It's here for both, actually for the entirety of the lineup. So that is a plus. And then we come to the battery and charging. Oh, and by the way, we don't get the privacy display here with these devices. That's exclusive to the Ultra. But with the battery and the charging speeds, with S26, it's a 4,300 milliamp hour battery, so it's a 300 milliamp hour increase from its predecessor, the S25. The S26 Plus is still at 4,900, and then the charging differences, they're a little all over the place. Like each S26, 26 Plus, and 26 Ultra, they all have different charging speeds. So the base has 25 watts wired and then 15 watts wireless. The S26 Plus is 45 watts wired and then 20 watts wireless. So yes, the Plus definitely has a charging advantage, and then the Ultra has even more. So the real question is, like, with these small incremental upgrades, do you think it's enough to justify the extra $100? Let me know in the comments down below, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to smash the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. And also check out my latest wallpaper pack. This right here is called Aura Layers. I've been kind of showcasing it for the past couple weeks, but it's finally here. It's my favorite wallpaper pack by far. 20 different types of these Definitely be sure to check it out. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. That's been it for me. Stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.